Welcome back to the inside workshop area, desk thing. We have got the XTool D7 and the D8 for comparison here. Here's the old, I say old, this is the other D7, which we saw in a previous video. And well, I suppose the first thing is the size. The D8 is a much larger unit. And well, it's nicer to hold, I'm not going to lie. It's with those nice rubbery bits to hold on to. It feels much nicer in your hands when you're sitting in the car doing things. Oh, another thing it's got, look, it's got a stand. Happy days. A stand so it can actually sit and you can see it when you're doing things. I've kept it turned off because I really wanted to show you the snazzy power up, start up sequence. I know it's the same on the D7, but I really wanted to show you. I'm currently pressing and holding the power button until it turns on. Wait, you see, this is so sad. No, sad, I didn't mean sad, I meant cool, look, and snazzy, and ooh, it's like revvy indicators and things. I mean, they don't mean anything. It's not based on anything, they just go up and down and then it loads. It's not, I thought I would just put that in as an aside as to it doing its thing. But they are, operational wise, much a muchness. They're both, see, oh look, they almost look the same size in that shot. They're not, the D7 is much smaller. The D8, however, is large and does many things. Most of which are vehicle specific. So I can't really go into any details of vehicles because, well, I would have to own all the vehicles on the planet and have access to them. What I do have access to is a Ford 2014 Transit, the one with the 2.2 Duratec, which I did a DPF regen recently. So here's a diagnosis report. Oh, it's also fast as fuck, this one. There's no delay anymore. So previously we had I'm looking for the DPF cloggedness. Here we are. DPF for diesel particulate filter system percentage of the maximum soot loading, 204%. So it was clogged as fuck. And then after I ran a successful DPF regeneration from this machine, scroll down. Diesel particulate filter maximum soot loading 32%. So I did a thing of, hopefully I've played a video of a Transit emitting a lot of smoke and a bit of me kind of half failing to show you this working, but it does. Features it has over the D7. Well, one of the features I like. I haven't got it to work yet, but hold on. If we go into not that one. No, that's the wrong one. It's not going to connect because there's no wires. Oh, speaking of wires, the D8 also comes with a nice plastic box and your standard cabled OBD connection. There is also a D8 Bluetooth version, which has obviously a Bluetooth version of the adapter, but will this actually stop scanning? No. We will just have to wait here until it has finished not scanning because there's nothing connected. Well, I was going to tell you that this features it's got a camera. It's got a little camera and a light, and you can turn the light on via the torch menu in the standard Android pull down thing. You can turn the torch on and it gives you a little light. It's not great, but it is a little light. So the camera in the back. Yesterday I could go into diagnosis and I could click on the VIN up here, and it had an option of scan the VIN number. I mean, I went and stole the VIN number out of a car, because you could, well, not this one because it doesn't work, but I would have showed you it not working because, well, you can't, as you can see, that's black on black and you can barely read it as is. But if you had a car with a normal, printed VIN number like black text and a white background, you could use the camera, and it brought up like the camera box, and you put the VIN number in the box, and it beep read the VIN number and did that. But that's totally fucking disappeared in like today's update. That's a bit shite. So okay, there was that then. So it now doesn't have a camera that scans VIN numbers. That's it's disappointing. It's currently doing updates in the background because literally every time you turn this thing on, it's got updates for basically everything. Yeah, so where was I? Differences between the D7 and the D8. Oh, let me use the stand on this one. Woo! Such stand. And let me not use the stand on this one. Let me use what have I got? A jar? No? A tub? Oh, here's a roll of tape. How about a big fucking mallet? There we go. Here, a big fucking mallet. Here. Prod. There. Ta-da! Perfect. Can't see the screens. Doesn't matter. Let's see. What did XTool say about these things? So the D7, that's the little one, it's got all system diagnostics, bidirectional activate test, and 26 plus service functions. The D8, on the other hand, has all system diagnostics, bidirectional control activation tests, 31 plus service functions, ECU coding, various special functions, fuel trim, power balance, reset this, reset that, CAN FD protocol for cars 2020 plus, better hardware than the D7, which can be seen as it runs faster, or it at least feels faster. And I say there's this version that has a wire and one that has a Bluetooth connection. I've only played with it a little bit. Like I say, it's faster. It's just everything's just faster, or at least it feels faster. There's this more section that just takes you to like the XTool, just brings up Google basically, which is handy because I've used Google a few times when I've been out doing things. But this one has got XTool and endoscope, and you're supposed to be able to plug in an endoscope thing like this one here. It's got USB at one end and the small camera at the other end. I've tried two of them and it doesn't do anything. So I don't know if you have to buy a specific XTool endoscope, which would kind of suck. But I mean, I understand the reason for doing it, but it would have been nice if you could just plug it in any USB endoscope into the USB port and used it as such. Speaking of USB ports, the D7 has a micro USB port and the D8 has a full-size USB, well, it's USB 3 coloured port. I don't know if it is USB 3, but it's a full-size USB port. But where does that take us to? What can I say? What's the price difference? What is this one's like 300-400 and this one's like 700-800, and it's still not at. This still isn't for your real mechanics. This is not a Bosch or a Snap-on. It doesn't do enough dealer-specific things. One of the other ones I tried for dealer-specific things is for a smart car. Now, smart cars have got a phenomenally complicated diagnostic system with so many systems to connect to for adjusting the clutch and adjusting the gearbox and adjusting all those things, and this can't do any of that, which was slightly disappointing. It didn't even show up the systems. Haven't tried anything else. Like I said, the smart car's been the most complicated thing I know to pick to do the things, and it couldn't do the adjustment. Like I couldn't reteach the clutch position on the smart car. So there's that. As I say, the updates are constant when it decides to update. They both have this weird network issue where it just throws off the wireless network. Like it's there, it can see it, and it's just not connecting to it, and you have to go and manually reconnect to the wireless, and then it just goes away quite happily. Slightly annoying. It's not the end of the world, but yeah. Again, amateurish mechanic, slightly less amateurish mechanic. Fine for your general roadside diagnostics or driveway diagnostics and maybe programming the odd thing here and there, but as for full dealer level diagnostics, nah, she's not quite there yet, I'm afraid, XTool. You're going to have to do a little bit more for that. Then again, I imagine they do sell an even more expensive one that does even more of the things, because the Bosch and the Snap-ons are multi-thousands of pounds, dollars each to do the thing. And these are not. These are in the hundreds of pounds. So they're still the prosumer category of You know what else? I wish there was just I did it on this one. I made a shortcut to the big diagnostics rather than trying to finger the small one, because home takes you back to an Android homepage and not back into the diagnostics. See? Yeah. Anyway, comments, questions, anything else? I'll leave links to all of the XTool things. And there's the D7, the D8, and the Bluetooth one that we don't have because it's just this, but Bluetooth. And I'll leave the links in the description and for Amazon, and you can go and read and see and purchase if you so wish such things. I mean, they're not terrible machines. They're nicely made. This one's an aluminium case, and this one's a sort of rubbery gripped aluminium box. They haven't crashed on me at any point. Like I say, I sat in a transit for 40 minutes doing a DPF regeneration, and it just clicked along quite happily. Not even bat an eyelid. So it's got that going for it. Like I say, comments, questions, down below, anything else, you know where I am. And as always, thanks for watching.